I grew up in Macon, Georgia, and I am a product of Mercer University. Growing up, these streets didn't look like this. There was no such thing as blight when I was growing up in this area. There were no abandoned fields. There were no abandoned businesses. There were no abandoned houses. This community was really flourishing. So it's very important to me that I do what I can to get back to that, to bridge the gap between Mercer University's expansion and the surrounding community. I would like to see the surrounding community look just as exquisite as Mercer does, just in its own unique way. One way to accomplish this is just by repurposing and re-engineering the blighted and abandoned houses near and around Mercer University. Take this piece of property, for instance. This is at the corner of Carling Avenue and Montpelier Avenue, right before the bridge that goes into Mercer University's backyard. It's an abandoned plot of land, and it's also an abandoned house. Stone steps on this plot of land indicate that a house once stood here. My goal is to turn this plot of land into a garden. Turnips, lettuce, and strawberries, just to name a few, can all be considered as crops that can be cultivated here. The garden will be open to community members so that they could learn to grow crops. Since this area is also considered a food desert just means the absence of grocery stores selling fresh produce. We could also have weekly pop-up farmers markets. These farmers markets can be initiated in a way to bring the community together. People from all over the community, from the surrounding communities, the Mercer University students, they could all come and enjoy the produce that will be sold at the farmers market. The crops cultivated in the garden can all be sold, and all proceeds will go back into the community. The growing time for most crops is between 4 to 6 weeks. Therefore, within a month or two of having the garden completed, the pop-up farmers market can begin. Like I said before, it's very, very important to me that the surrounding communities of Mercer University are intertwined with Mercer as well. So therefore, I urge you to help me revitalize Macon Bibb.